Welcome to MAKULILO Scholarship Show. Today I'm going to respond to a few questions, and I'll go straight to the question. The question is coming from one of our viewers, and the question is, why should I work so hard to get scholarships? In other words, what are the incentives? What are the benefits of getting scholarships? So that is the main question of one of the viewer, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit about what are benefits, what are you going to gain just by applying and getting scholarship, and the reason might convince you or not convince you, but that is the reality. And in my own view, those were some of the reasons which motivated me to apply for scholarships and to work so hard to make sure that I get scholarships. So these reasons might be very useful and might be very helpful to you if you are going the same road I passed through. As I said, I will be talking specifically on my case to try to give these particular points. While I was figuring out to apply for scholarships, I decided to compare while I was a university student, bachelor degree, going to my final year. I was figuring out, comparing the job market, specifically on my country, Tanzania, and comparing with a scholarship. One, I know it is very hard to get a job in Tanzania or many countries. It's not just because you just graduate, you get a job. You have to work so hard to get a job. You have to apply so many jobs. You have to do so many interviews until at the last point you get the job you want, and to get the job which you get good money to make your own living. So when I was comparing the procedure on working so hard to find a job, it is almost the same intensity, the same workload I will be using to apply for scholarship. But the difference which is rising is between when I go to apply and get a job, is I'll get a job. So I was looking, okay, I get a job. How much do you pay me as my salary to work for that particular job? Okay, let's say you get like 400 or 500. If you get a good job, especially in the private sector, it might go maximum to 800. That is a lot of money if you get that one. Not every, when you graduate, you don't have much experience, you can get that particular kind of job for 700, 800 or 900 a month. So I was wondering, okay, so how much do you get paid? But again, you are getting paid to work. How many hours do you work per month? Okay, so I was comparing how much money do I get paid for scholarships. For my scholarship I got for my master's degree, each month I was paid more than $2,000 a month. And most of scholarships, you'll get average 1,500 and above, most of the scholarships. Okay, so if I get $2,000, okay, how many hours do I work under that scholarship? I get paid to study for my own benefit. But if I work for a job, I get paid to do job for someone, to benefit someone's company. But here I work, my work is to study, and you pay me for my own benefit. So when I'm comparing that two, it was a kind of motivation for me why I have to work so hard to get scholarship. That means, okay, I'm working so hard to get scholarship, but at the end, you'll be paying me to study while I'm educating myself. But if I go to the normal job, I was going to work to benefit your company, and you pay me less. So that was the main reason for me. But another reason is just I get education for free. I say for free in what sense? When you get a scholarship, you don't need to. You are not supposed to pay back the money. most of the countries now they undergo cost sharing programs or kind of student loan. When you get studying, you have to get a loan, then you have to pay back. But if you get a scholarship, you are not allowed to pay back. It's just the money they are giving you. Sometimes when I just talk to some of my friends, we usually tease each other that when these big nations colonized Africa or other parts of the world, so now they are supposed to pay back the money, to pay back for people who were taken slaves, people who were colonized at that particular time. But how can they pay back? Are they going to take maybe, let's say, $5 to each person in the entire country? No. So they'll be paying back through just like, okay, few people who deserve it, who can just a little bit find another way of getting money. Okay, apply, we give you money. So that is just a kind of a joke, but if you go in detail, okay, you are given money to study for your own benefit. So it's education for free, rather than going to your own country and getting a loan. Why should I get a loan? Why I can get money for free? So that is another reason why you have to apply, and what is the benefit for applying and get a scholarship. But we get some another experience is to travel around the world. When you get a scholarship, you go to another country, you study and live in that country. While you'll be studying there, you'll be working in that particular country. Either you'll be working as research assistant, you'll be working as teaching assistant, you'll be working in the library, you'll be working in the hotel, whatever you'll be working. But at the end of the day, you get another working experience in another country. So that is a very good thing. But apart from that, you learn culture, you learn how people do business, you learn how people start, how people do things in other parts of the world. And that will be another advantage for you when you do other things. You make a comparative case. What in your country you do and what other people do, and how can you benefit, taking the best of each part, taking the best of, maybe you are from Ghana, take the best part of Ghana maybe in writing a research paper, and taking the best of Norway on how to write the best paper in Norway, and compare the two and develop your own thing. So that is another way. Or if you can see how people, if you are an engineer, you see how people do engineering in other countries and how engineering do things in your own country. Then compare, find the best of each part, and then modify and make the best of it. So that is another advantage. You get some travel experience, work experience, cultural competence of other countries, and how you can. So those are some of the reasons as to why you have to apply. But above all, you get education. And apart from getting education, you get more exposure, which they can help you personal and your community at large. So I encourage you to work so hard on the application process, because not you alone you are looking for these particular scholarship opportunities. Everybody, many people around the world, especially developing countries, are looking for these particular opportunities. So when you make your application, every day I'll tell you, make a winning scholarship application, a very competitive application. Make sure when you apply, you follow all the steps. Don't find a shortcut. Follow all the steps and work so hard on every single item to make it very competitive. So I tried my best a little bit to explain in my own case and how you can take the opportunity which are on place to apply and get this particular scholarship. Okay, enjoy MAKULILO scholarship show. I'm going to answer more questions in other videos. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.